Now, as you all can see, personal taxation, it itself says that it has to be levied on income of a person, right? Personal taxation. Okay. Now, what are covered? Taxes levied on all financial resources of an individual, right? Such as income. Now, what type of income are we talking about? If I'm working somewhere, then I'm talking about salaries and wages, right? I'm talking about investment income, such as dividend income, interest income, and I'm also talking about rent. If I have a property I have let out to someone, then in that case rental income, right? And then I'll be talking about profit from business. There might be a case I may not be a salaried employee, I might be running a business. So profit from business, operating as a sole trader or partner. Then I might have inherited wealth, right? For this you don't have to do anything, right? Uh, your grandfather has written a will that after my death all my property will go to my grandson, right? So inherited wealth. You, it must be seeming very strange to all of you that in case of inheritance it is upon the receiver, because say for example I have received an inherited wealth of around about say 100 crores, and currently the rate of tax is 30%. So I might refuse to accept that inheritance wealth, because the moment I receive that wealth I have to pay 30% tax on that. So I need to have 30 crores with me, right? So there might be a case that I may not accept it, right? So inherited wealth also you have to pay tax. And then we have investment gains. I told you buying and selling spread. And then value of asset held. Now this is like a wealth tax, commonly known as wealth tax in India, right? In India we call it as wealth tax. Though it has been abolished, right? Commonly known as wealth tax. So basically on what items this taxation is being levied? On income. It can be your wages, salaries, investment income, rental income. You might be doing some business activity, so profit from such business activity, operating as a sole trader or a partner. Because if you're operating as a company, then that will be covered in company taxation. So operating as a sole trader or partnership. Because if you are operating as a company entity, company form of entity, so that will be covered later. And then we have inherited wealth, right? Investment gains, value of asset held, right? So on these we levy personal taxation, on all these, right? These are financial sources, resources earned by an individual, right? Okay, you can find these in your book, not a problem. Okay, now so this type of taxation is known as income tax, right? These financial resources are income of an individual, so on these we levy tax. This is commonly known as income tax. And the last one is known as wealth tax. This is known as capital gain tax, right? Now, in many countries, you find that they levy something extra apart from this income tax, that is known as social security contribution, right? So, in additions, most countries, right, also levy social security contributions on earnings, right? So basically, this see, you need to understand that whatever government collects, right? Whatever tax the government collects on your revenue, on your income, basically that money is spent for the development of the country, for the well-being of the residents of that country, right? Like construction of road, bridge, dams, proper education, medical facility. There are a lot of government hospitals where you get your medical treatment for free. There is a lot of government schools, those who provide education at a subsidized rate, right? So ultimately, the benefit is given to the society. So what about this social security contribution? These type of tax which is collected in addition to income tax, basically these benefits the retirement personals, right? For giving in those who are not in a capacity to work, maybe disabled or any retirement person. So this tax is collected to benefit them, right? So basically to benefit incapacity, right, or retirement person.